What's up, everybody? It's Pete. This is the part 2 of the 57 Chevy Will It Run video because this car is putting us through the paces. This car is definitely giving us a run for our money. At the end of the last video, you saw us still working on that motor. This car came out of Pennsylvania, Harbor Blue, 57 Chevy, 283, convertible, nice car. We expect this thing to run and drive. It's just taking a little bit longer than usual. So if you're just tuning in, check out the part 1 of the Will It Run video, and then this will make more sense. We got the original power glide there for the car. We're going to try and get this thing switched back over to an automatic. We're going to do brakes on the car, fuel lines on the car, yada yada. No matter what we end up doing with this engine, this car will run, whether I have to replace the engine or not. But right now, the motor turns. We just have some stuck valve issues. In the first video, we basically got to the point of, I want to pull the heads. So that's what you're going to see Joe doing in the beginning of this video. I gave him the go-ahead to pull the cylinder heads off the engine, and let's get a better look at what's going on with these cylinder heads and see if we need a replacement or if we can repair these ones. Right here when the video starts, you're going to see Joe diving in, pulling those exhaust manifolds off. We're going to start removing all the accessories that we need to remove to get the intake off, exhaust manifolds off, so we can get to the head bolts and get those off and see what we're working with.
Yeah, it's loose there, but it won't come up.
Yeah, right.
Because where this is broke, I think it flared. Possibly for me just cranking the engine. Right here now. Oh, that's what's going on.
I don't know, didn't he just say something about his truck?
This is major here. That's it. I didn't want to fall in place after all that. What else do I have to do before I leave? All right, so the engine was near catastrophic anyway, so what we're doing is, it had to be done if we're going to run this engine.
So we're on the outside.
Yeah, you have to loosen them. Once they're loose, doesn't matter. You can use air gun, doesn't matter. Yeah. Thank you. You're...
Rockers, take the push rods out, or we take the intake off. Lift that manifold, bring it out here. Just set it right here on the fender.
Break down this trim tag for everybody. It's so bad. I don't think I'm contagious. I had it for a long.
Here's some push rod pieces that were down there.
Yeah, this is the one that Joe broke.
Today's exception. Joe's gonna rather work with that one. This one's all pitted up. This is all shot, that's stuck. That one's missing too, so he'll have to use both. The heat riser is very important.
It's like taking the guts out of one, putting it in the other.
Yeah, since we have the manifolds off, like on that Impala, the two Impalas I had recently, this was a problem. This heat riser needs to work. because when this is cold, this will be closed and it forces the exhaust gases back through the intake to warm the intake up so that the fuel vaporizes. When these are stuck, the cars are really hard to get running even with the choke. They're not retaining enough engine heat in the manifold. But this is the exact set of heads. We'll see what the numbers are on the motor that's in there, but they should be close. These are 283, 327. These valves look pretty decent. I didn't check these ones yet.
I bet you they swapped the whole engine.
Yeah, I think they did. We'll have to see how well those valves seat. This cylinder here was running really dry and hot where you see this whitening. And then they got rich as they went down, all the coconut carbon buildup. But they look pretty good. And we wouldn't have saved them if they weren't. Like, we would have saved them, but they wouldn't have been inside here. They would have been outside if they were parts heads. So they look decent. Take this hose clamp and this hose off, and then we can break down this tag. Show everybody how we break the tag down.
Okay.
Yeah, I got the whole thing.
Jay, that'll be real easy for you to decode on the internet. Christ, this has got to solve.
Yeah. Okay, Shane, we got it now. Now we have to go that way. All right, grab that.
Ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Feeling pretty smooth now.
All right, good. Three. This is a valve.
Yeah.
And it's done. So we got to keep that in mind. To clear it's going to be really stuck, and then it's going to really go. Oh, okay. Okay, you're all clear, buddy.
I got it.
And I think this is the good side.
Oh, that's the good side. Wow.
Yeah.
So you don't think we're going to get to the point where we keep going through it and we just decide to change the engine completely?
It could come to that.
Potentially come to that? Is
Yeah.
that potential?
Yeah, that's a potential. Not bad there. At least I think this side will clean up. Where do I get over there?
Okay, that's it right there.
Okay. Oh, wow, look at that.
I barely even put weight on it. I didn't even push
know.
on it.
That's awesome.
Okay, it's free.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what we didn't want to happen, right?
That's all right.
Okay.
Now, how do you want it?
I'm just gonna reach in and grab it like I did yesterday.
Set it on the fender.
Yeah. This is all like forearm.
Yeah.
That's the messed up one, clearly, huh?
Yeah. I want Joe to see it first. He'll check the cylinder walls, which look good. Crazy is gonna go with the hose. Maybe we can take a plastic and throw it over the engine.
Yeah, absolutely, it's gonna,
They look pretty good though, right?
yeah, well, I'm pulling them apart. We're gonna lap the valves in, inspect them. You can't put it on just like that
Right.
because you don't know. You might have a burnt valve. See, a lot of them are mushroom.
Okay.
See how that's flared out? We're gonna put them on the stone and make a little, just a wee little taper there. These have a lot of wear on them too, but we're gonna use them.
Summit doesn't sell a kit for these. It's
Well, yeah,
decent
you
cheap.
could buy anything, yeah, sure. You could buy all new rockers, all new valves, yeah. Okay, in '63, they eliminated that for a PCV valve.
Mm-hmm.
But that canister, it collects the vapor and condenses it, and it's supposed to drip back down into the engine rather than out of the tube.
Mm-hmm.
That's why that canister's there.
Okay.
They do clog up, but that one's clean. I wouldn't bother taking it off and cleaning it again.
Yeah.
I cleaned this piston looking for an oversize mark, but I don't think I got it clean enough. You know, if this is a reman engine, it should be marked at
Right.
15, 20, 30, 40,
Yeah.
whatever the bore is will be on the piston.
Right. Joe, I think the first thing for you to look at those lifters.
Yeah, I think, yeah, you could pull them off.
Okay.
But when you pull them, put them back in, the same hole.
The same hole. Right. I got you.
Yeah, there you go. Some of them will pull out by hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's working okay.
Yeah.
That's not real good, but it's working.
Yeah. Right.
Well, not make any money on the car because Joe and Rich spent 2 days looking for something. Fitting a scratch. See, if you take the radiator out, you'll be closer. Yeah, okay. Almost done. It's not good for a person with short arms like us.
We're gonna need exhaust gasket, donuts. There's just so much of what we need.
We have to lower our standards, right? All looking good?
Yeah, all
Good.
Yep.
All right, so we got a good cam.
Yeah. I know that this one here, the valve was stuck open, the exhaust valve.
Right. Yeah, I seen that.
Doesn't look like it was firing at all.
Well, the water washes away the carbon.
Yeah.
That was filled with water.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to put a new, see that sender?
Right.
Now's a good time to change that.
Mhm.
Look how rusty all that shit is.
Yep.
It's almost like it was dipped in water for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe.
Now, there's a screw hole here. Is there? See over here on the side? Is that where the distributor goes? That hole?
right here.
There, yeah. Was there anything in there? No.
No.
Okay.
No, I guess that's
yeah, that's probably a splash oil. Or
yeah. The lube with the
yeah. Now, is there something down in that hole? It looks like there might be a tissue getting pushed down in that hole.
I have just one
pull.
paper towel.
Okay, pull that up so we can see it,
Okay.
because otherwise that'll get pushed down in there.
You're pulling the radiator out?
Yeah.
Bolts along here. 6 bolts. Looks pretty bare, huh?
Yeah, very.
Yeah, we can do that. I mean, I don't know how far you want to go here, you know. Now these, this seat should be like 60 thousandths wide. You see how wide it is? The valve guides seem to be okay. Can show you this. You see that groove? It's
Yep.
in there from hitting the seat. Mm-hmm. Now, a lot of the old time way is that you reface the valve, but what happens is then you lose, see this margin?
Yeah.
And the valve actually runs hotter and fails sooner. Mm-hmm. It'll still seal, but it won't last long. Which in this car,
Right.
it's not gonna, you know, but I'm sure somebody's gonna take it down the highway, you know.
Oh, sure.
Just like everything else, you know.
Exactly.
Okay, so this head passes inspection, so let's do the next one. Easy back. I don't know what kind of thing that is.
Oh, perfect, Joe.
All right, I'm going to be going underneath, Shane.
Underneath?
Yeah. Okay, where the roundhouse used to be on the left. And you make a right on delivery. And you start up the hill. His garage was on the right. There's apartment houses on the left.
From what that guy told me, he's been there. Because that guy up there is what? That guy's like at least 60, maybe late 50s.
Say that.
Oh, it broke.
Oh, man.
So that was one that was giving problems then, probably?
Yeah, the valve was open and the piston was hitting it. Well, that's what happened when you opened that door and it was daylight outside. You were blind.
Like maybe on like a front. Oh. What is that rod again?
This is what
The cam.
pushes against the profile.
Yup.
like
So it's,
that.
when the cam spins, it pushes that. I'm
Just like
learning,
that.
Jeff. You taught me a lot.
No. This needs. As you put this back, we took the top bolt out of this motor mount. Okay? Now we're going to put a longer threaded one in. And what that's going to do is hold the push rod into position when we install the new pump. Turn the engine till this is at its highest point. In other words, the heel of the cam.
Oh, I see.
So that it's easier to put the fuel pump in. See it pushing my finger out? Look,
Yeah, coming back down now.
it's coming out. Yeah, and now we're gonna let it go all the way back up.
Yes.
So this is the way you want to do it. This here should just be finger tight because you don't want to nick the push rod. Just like that, just enough to hold it up so it doesn't slide. Nothing like the 60s with songs.
Well, because there's so much, all this stuff's inspired by Vietnam for the most part. A lot of the music was inspired by Vietnam.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, hell, they play this song when they show videos of the helicopters flying over Vietnam and, like, dropping bombs and stuff.
Don't make me take my gloves off.
Wonder if this roll would be like Mary Jo Kopechne, get drowned, because he was driving her home drunk. Well, one of the Kennedys did that. Yeah.
Be surprised.
He survived it. You know, the dad was a big deal too. Motor mount bolt in this hole.
Because that's what you'd want to do on Monday, right? You'd want to install the heads, correct? If they were here.
It went on the brakes, so
Let it stay cold.
yeah, that's a good idea.
Yell at the camera a little bit here because it's pretty loud in the background. But so earlier in the week, I had got a set of heads that, based on our information we got off of online, they were supposed to be like 58 or 60 cc heads. Well, they weren't. They were 78 cc's, which was going to put our compression at like a 7.7, I think. So that's not going to work. So luckily, I hit the guy up that I got the heads from and said, hey, you know, I thought these were small cc's because of this chart. And he said, oh man, he said that chart's wrong. He said, but you know, he said, let me ask some friends and I'll see if I can get you at the 283 heads that you need, small chambers. We needed these chambers to be smaller. So you can't really tell by looking at this head and looking at this head. But these are 78 cc heads or 76s. So this area, if you filled it with water and the valves were in it, is going to come out to 76. Whereas these ones are going to come out to, Joe did it this morning, these come out to 60 cc's, which is going to put our compression ratio back where we need it to be for this car to run right. So probably part of the reason this car wasn't running right was that it had 76 cc heads on this 283 block, which resulted in very low compression. So finally got the right set of heads. These are going to work. Joe's messing with them now. These are all rebuilt. They've just been sitting on a shelf for a long time because not a lot of people mess with these 283s anymore because they're just low compression, they're low horsepower. It's the original equipment in the car. But the people that I sell these types of cars to prefer that. This car will likely go to California and just be restored original. So, and then if they choose to repower it, they can. But this will have some value for somebody else, especially out there where there's a lot of need for stock 283 stuff for these early cars. There's obviously still a huge amount of people that want to keep stuff original. There's also a huge following to hot rod stuff. So, but regardless, this is what we're going to use. That's where we're at. Joe's getting ready to, I think he was checking spring pressure so he knows what's in these heads. And he's going to get ready to put this car down and get these heads bolted on. And that's it.
Red. It looks correct. Although the hub is in the front. Yeah, because it's going to be, it might be easier to handle than that.
I mean, he's a Marine. That dude's.
So a 302 for that car with heads on it, and valve covers and an intake, and a distributor and a carb. I think the whole motor's done is like $3,900 for that Mustang.
Okay.
And it's a pan to at least intake. Oil pan to intake. I don't think it has a carb. I think it's everything but carb. From what I was reading, it's like ready to fire. And it's $3,900 delivered to the door from Summit. And it gets really good reviews. It's a 302, but it's what everybody uses.
Oh.
Yeah, that was $6 grand and didn't come with an intake or anything. Blueprint didn't have any base low-end 302s, right?
Yeah, but when they build them, it changes everything.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just saying it's not any kind of, not a performance crate engine. It's a replacement OE. They call it an OE replacement crate engine. Original equipment, you just don't know what it horsepower-wise is. Probably around 300 is accurate.
Yeah, just put that in and give them the,
Give them the original motor.
the original block. Say, here, do what you want with it.
Yeah.
If you're a purist, you get it rebuilt.
No, you're gonna fit.
It is so nice out today.
Yeah, we were out there. It does really.
Just like, I'm just genuinely curious.
I gotta think for a second.
I don't know what that is. I'm gonna ignore it. Okay, maybe I'll
Might be your boss. Yeah, well, yeah.
Didn't
Look
sound
for
like
one
it.
of our.
It might be.
Okay, here we go. Exhaust. Intake. Fire. Wouldn't it be nice? Are you done?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I want to try it. I'm going to dry fit it
Okay.
with no gaskets
with
or
no
anything.
gas.
I want to see how it feels.
All right, go ahead, take it.
Because we got different heads and different block, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's different.
Yep.
Boy, this is going to be harder than putting the fucking heads on
Yeah,
it.
if you need me to reach over and help you put it in place, I will help you.
Yeah, I think you should. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to set it into place to see how it fits without the gaskets. Now, see, there's no place to grab it.
I got it.
There you go. Up two. See the switch? You were on top of it. There we go. Now it's in place. Yeah.
Oil can.
Yeah, I want to put a couple drops of oil squirts.
Okay.
I just filled one. I think it's the silver one with a flexible spot. I think it's on this bench over here. Take a look, Rich.
Oh, I got all this shit on you.
Put the valves on the top of the cylinder heads. That's probably a good place for them.
Piss me off.
Boy, you get upset real easy.
Oh, jeez.
Before he went home.
Yeah.
All is cause this shirt.
And this tank has to go down this way and then out. Okay, go ahead and do that again. Yeah, it's coming, Shane. Beautiful, man. Okay, I got it, buddy. Forgot about that one. Okay, it's come off anyway. All right.
Wow, is that pipe bad?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yep.
Well, all that has to come out if he's gonna put a tank in it.
Yeah.
All this has to come out. You should turn this crank while I put a little pressure on that.
Okay.
Still got a bind in it. There it goes.
Okay.
I told you about it, Black Label.
Yeah.
It's like $8.95. Go ahead, go to it. Let's see what we're getting out of that. Ready?
Yep.
$65. Yeah, you got to hold it in tight because I seen it moving out when it was coming up.
Okay.
That's not a lot.
No, it's not.
Okay. That's rings.
Yep.
I mean, unless something's messed up with the valve job, but it's enough to start it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
See how it's moving out on you?
No, I didn't notice that.
Yeah. Well, that one's a little better. There you go.
Okay.
75, they seem to all, let me have it. They seem to all coming up about the same. Built up. Boy, there's a funny noise in that thing, ain't there?
Yeah, there is.
See, there's 100. Oh, here's an issue right here, Rich.
Oh, yeah.
It's got to take air in to make compression. Uh, 110.
Good.
Fucking battery. 115. 155. Put a spark plug in and take a closer look at it. That was leakage. Oh, man.
I was gonna say, it wasn't in there very square. I was about to ask you if you wanted to
Yeah.
put it there.
Yeah, well, it's hard to tell. It looked like it was a lot lower than where my tool was in the hole.
Run the valve spring.
Well, I did oil everything.
Okay.
I scored it, you know, you never want to start these dry, so
Yeah.
I scored it all them with oil.
Okay, that's probably.
But they should be, the lifters should be pumping up by now.
Yeah.
You know, you have to remember, you have to pump, you have to fill that canister, and then you have to get oil around everything else too.
Yeah, I heard you. People like that.
That's the style.
It's the same way, I can't tell with this.
This is scarring. Yeah.
That comes from your spine. Well, yeah, you probably could take that one off there. After we shut it down, we want to re-snug these bolts. Okay, let me do this. Yeah, if I had to do this again, I'd take this fucking front part. Oh, Clay. Oh, you got fired? Oh, you got fired either. Be careful.
Here we go. About to start. You came at the right time.
You got us in.
There's 6s. Is that all right? No?
That's fine. That's good. Loaded.
Yeah, no.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
We'll just go to Texas empty and then go up into Kansas empty, load, and come home from Kansas would be the way.
Yeah.
It's great.
I have the gallon. And
Probably that side of the container, I could just put a, we can move some of that, all we need, and we'll put that on the side of your office.
Okay.
Be the thing to do.
I just used the last old cord I had to put up the parts list on the other end.
Yeah. We had a jerry can under the hood.
Oh.
The clutch was real rusty, so when I let the clutch out, it started bump. It was jumping everywhere, and that thing backfired. Oh, I just saw smoke coming everywhere. There was flames jetting out from under the hood. And I had 2 fire extinguishers in the bed of my truck that time, and it put that fuel fire out immediately. A little bit more nimble than you.
Just be quiet and stand back.
Okay.
Okay? Please. All right, we're good. We got plenty of crank.
Thinking about that the other day, and I'm
And the backfire is pretty normal for firing up a car for the first time, but you got to be careful with it.
You were supposed to be quiet.
I'm
remember?
telling Shane and the people on watching a video.
Yeah. Well, do that. Edit that when you do it, because right now there's too much that I have to think about without you going.
You want earplugs or something? We can arrange.
There's an extra noise in there.
Yeah, I heard that.
Wonder where that extra clacking's coming from.
It's coming from that side.
Yeah, that's why I moved over here. I'm just going to touch the valve. Nah, it's not obvious. It's not hitting nothing.
It's a continuous. It isn't a valve.
Okay, I'll pop it.
You know, a valve is clack, clack,
Yeah,
clack,
yeah.
clack. This is
something
like it's right
sounds
in.
like it's a timing chain slap.
There is, looking from here, there's a ding right here.
That's a run in the paint. Oh, there you go.
Oh, there's your fire.
Nope. Give me a blanket. Drag it
There you go. You're out.
in. Okay, so I couldn't get a good eyeball on that timing chain from even with the pan off, because I tried to look at it, and I even tried to look at it when the manifold was off, you know, looking at it from here. So what we need is somebody with a hose and a good ear like Pete.
Can I ask a question now?
Well, what's going to stop you?
What else could it be?
Wrist pin. Not likely. Wrist pin sounds more like a rod wrap. every time that rod changes direction, you'll get that. This is more like there's a bolt that's too long, you know, and against something. This out of the way. Don't it sound like it's air?
Yeah.
It does.
I don't know. I'm halfway between it sounds like it's here or it's right dead center in the middle of the motor.
All right, well, you listen and we'll get it started and running.
I'm still really thinking transmission. It sounds like throwout bearing to me.
Well, that's... I stuck my hand up there.
Deep.
Get your hose on there. Something in the back. Yeah. In the back there. Okay.
Oh, it was idling there.
It's getting better. I think it's throwout bearing.
Yeah, it's if
I think it's coming from right here.
Yeah, it's in the back.
it's in the back.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's put it up. We're disconnected.
My Uncle Jimmy, my half brother, had a truck with a bad throwout bearing, and that's what it sounded like.
Yeah, but the throwout bearing isn't engaged. That's what I was trying to say.
Could it be anything else in the back of the motor? Flywheel?
Yeah, it could be. I don't think this was ever run with this
Yeah.
in here.
So it could be a bolt on something going in the
Right.
flywheel.
Yeah. Yes.
God damn, it's that smoke.
Underneath there, you'd be bitching.
Yeah.
Hey! There it is. A little bit. It's a lot better.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Now it sounds like a 283.
That should stall if I turn it all the way in. Don't want it to get too hot.
So she's a little slow waking up. Is that just the age and getting it all?
Yeah, well, it's a carburetor. Okay.
Well, I'm saying,
And that's the way carburetors go. That's just the way they are. You know, it's not fuel injected. It's not a 2024 9-to-1 compression ratio.
but I'm saying when, like if the heat riser's working and everything, we let it actually warm up.
It'll get better.
Pep it
Yeah,
up, yeah.
yeah, it'll get better. And the choke, we don't have a choke because we don't have a hot air pickup on the manifold. In the old manifold, the hot air pickup was all burned out, so it was getting actual exhaust gas blowing into here instead of hot air. So we couldn't even use that one. I looked at it real close. Okay, so that's it.
I think she's going to be all right.
I think so too. We just need to.
We don't have an internal engine noise. We got a
Yeah.
flywheel
And here
issue.
here's another bogging problem.
Sucking air.
Gas.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're out of gas.
All right, so at this point, we diagnosed the engine noise. It's going to be a mouse nest in between the flywheel and the motor and the transmission, all kind of in that area. Now we're getting the accessories put back on, water pump, generator, fuel pump, spark plug wires, all that kind of thing. I don't know what I'm doing for a radiator yet. I don't know what I'm doing for a fuel tank yet. I really want to see this thing move first. So this is the end of part 2. We got our new heads on, got the engine running, we got good compression. We know that this power plant is going to work. Now part 3, we're going to get into trying to make this thing move and hop onto that power glide and see what we got to do with that. Hey, thanks for watching our video. We really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have cars like these in your garage, if you have a fastback Mustang or convertible Impala, a nice original paint pickup truck or an old cab over truck, and you want to sell it, I'd love to try and put a deal together with you. You can get a hold of me at 412-335-6100. We pay excellent prices. We pay finder's fees. You know, it's no secret. We do make a little money on the YouTube videos, so that allows me to pay, you know, sometimes market value or really good prices for these cars. We'd love to come out and drag it out of your barn. We'd love to film it. We'd love for you to be a part of that whole process. So if you have an original paint or an original old fastback Mustang that needs work, like these ones I have on my trailer, or if you have an old pickup, or again, a convertible Impala, cab over truck, whether it doesn't matter where you are, we buy nationwide here in the United States, all the way as far as California. I've had stuff, New Mexico, Arizona, Oregon, Washington, high desert stuff we love. So, or if you're in the East Coast and it's a rusty Mustang or a rusty convertible Impala, that is fine. We typically don't buy many trucks on the East Coast, but I buy a lot of cars on the East Coast. If you have cab over parts also, especially for these early Fords, I'd be interested in that. It never hurts to send me an email or a text. IronCityGarage@gmail.com. You're welcome to send me an email or a text message, probably the best. You kind of get an instant answer that way. 412-335-6100. I'd love to talk to you. Hope you enjoyed the video, and hopefully we can make a deal on what you guys have on your farms or in your garages.